Comrades, friends, a very pleasant good afternoon to you. And might I say welcome also to the General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party, Dr. Parag, to the next presidential candidate, Dr. Irfan Ali, to our prime ministerial candidate, Brigadier retired Mr. Mark Phillips, to all the stalwarts and to all the newcomers of the People's Progressive Party, we welcome you. Firstly, what we are doing today, we could have done 9 months ago. 9 months ago, no delays, no trickery. We could have just gotten on with the business of running a country. Instead, what we are faced with is an undemocratic government who has absolutely no respect for our Constitution whatsoever. What is regarded as the highest law of our land has been made a mockery of. Our freedom and rights as a people have been trampled upon without a second thought. The freedoms and rights of all the young persons of the whole Guyana, it does not matter young, old. Friends, this government speaks with a forked tongue. On the one hand, they will tell you that we have a free and open society. But what I ask you today, what is the reality? The reality is there is oppression pushed in every corner of the society, and especially so with our young people. Comrades, when you examine what is taking place here today, we will now see that what we have is a dictatorship government, a government who only wants to run with themselves, not with the inclusion of the country, of the rest of the country. The most recent example that I can give you is the very successful no-confidence motion that was tabled in Parliament. We were led to believe that there were problems with calculations and tabulations as to what constitutes a majority in this country. But I will tell you, we are smarter than that. What they tried to do was turn simple mathematics into a complicated mess. Comrades, our Constitution is crystal clear on what follows after a no-confidence motion. And what we have witnessed over the past 12 months is breach after breach after breach of a Constitution. I stand here with conviction, and I guarantee you that no such situation will ever happen with the People's Progressive Party, especially one led by the young and vibrant Dr. Irfan Ali. The progression of a lawless society has caused young people to wonder whether there is a future for them in this illegal administration. Young people who are qualified and hungry to give back to their country. Instead, they are victimized by not having jobs, by being demoted from positions for which they are well qualified. Meanwhile, the vast majority of the high positions in the public systems are filled with persons over their 60s and upwards, and with political associations. There is no room left for the upward mobility of our youths. They are left languishing in the streets with 10 and 12 subjects and degrees from universities. And what do? They turn to crime, they turn to drugs to satiate their appetite for themselves, their families. We have been having promises that oil will be our savior. But let me tell you, oil will not be your savior. And it will not make an unaccountable government accountable. The APNU AFC government is unaccountable. I want to say this today. I had absolutely no interest in pursuing politics before. But as someone who has to articulate the legal position and the constitutional matters that are in this country at the moment, I feel compelled that I should raise my voice and speak out loud and clear against the crass violation which we have witnessed in the last 12 months. If we do not stand up now, and this is a call for mostly young people as well as the rest of the country, we will be devoured by a dictatorship government and a people who will continue to violate our rule of law. If I am to put that simply to you, if the government does not uphold the rule of law, society will not uphold the rule of law. And then the APNU AFC says we want to use pure traits like decency and honesty. If you have a lawless society, you cannot have decency and honesty coming out of that. Our interests will never be served. I am therefore strong in my resolve to stand up against the blatant disregard of the Constitution by this unconstitutional government, a government which has brought miseries and hardship to so many families and young people. Guyana has been fortunate, though. We have been fortunate. We have before us are a young and a qualified candidate, a young and politically astute candidate to be their presidential candidate and to give leadership to the country that so desperately needs leadership. I therefore appeal to all my Guyanese brothers and sisters to join me in ensuring victory is assured for the People's Progressive Party. So I will ask you, come the 2nd of March 2020, who are you voting for? I thank you profusely for turning out in your numbers, and I urge you to do the right and sensible thing, especially for the young people who will be the future of our country. Thank you.